All right, good morning everybody and welcome back to another vlog. And in this one, as you can probably tell, we are at YUL. We're going to be trying out some plane spotting today. I got a new lens in primarily for my motorsport stuff, but there's no motorsport going on. So I figured what better way to test it out than to come to Montreal to an airport and try to get some cool photos. So that's what we're going to try to do. It's been like sunny and cloudy on and off today. It looks like some pretty heavy clouds have just rolled in. So we're going to see what we can make of it, see if we can get any good shots or not. Let's go. All right, everybody, first interesting one of the day. Aero Mexico is pushing out right now from Montreal to Mexico City. It was supposed to depart at 11:01. It's now 11:02 and they're just pushing back now. We'll see if we can catch it on the way out. This one's kind of interesting, running under Bombardier flight registration. Yeah, CSCIR. It's a Bombardier flight test. NetJet going to West Palm Beach.
You see someone running and they're like...
Cessna Citation Latitude. Neat. Here we go. Here's finally Air Mexico. Just departing a little late. Only like 15 minutes late. All right, coming hot and heavy now. We now have an Air Transat to Puerto Vallarta. Coming right after this Air Canada, so we'll be rolling quick here. Pretty much 3 planes in a row.
Which is a hard sell. She's not going to take that.
Next up, we got a Porto to Toronto, Dash 8. Then as well, we have an Air Transat to Tulum coming up, an A321. is taxiing now, so still rolling pretty heavy here.
Look at it, he's turning. Oh, propellers, that's why he Look at the propellers,
All right, here comes the Air Transat to Tulum. We now have a United Express to New York. Yeah, EWR New York. It's an Embraer E175LR. Air Canada, where's this Air Canada from? Air Canada from Charlottetown. An Embraer. Did they have something else come down at the same time on the other runway? Yeah, pretty much. So they had them line dual. Okay, I was wondering, like, why'd that come in on that runway? That makes sense then. All right, here we go. Air Transat to Liberia now. This will be our next one up. All right, everybody. Next up, we have the Air Canada Airbus A220 from Montreal to Toronto. Was estimated to be leaving late, but it's actually leaving like right on time. Taxiing now, about to take off in a moment. All right, everybody, we got two more fairly more interesting planes. Coming up now, we've got a Royal Air Morocco plane, 787-8 Dreamliner. It'll be departing first. And then we have a Sun Country Airlines Boeing 737-8Q8 in the Minnesota Gophers livery. Both of these will be fairly interesting, so we'll watch these take off, and then we'll probably move over to the arrival side to try to catch some interesting arrivals. Got another arrival, got Air Sprint coming in from Toronto. Off the runway before it even got to us. Air Canada -8. It came in on arrivals. Got a Central Mountain Air that bumped in before the Dreamliner here. Kind of interesting. -8 again. Steep bank. Now try it up at the top of this. All right, everybody, the Sun Country just took off. So now there's going to be some interesting arrivals that I want to go check out, arriving around 2 o'clock. So we're going to head over to the arrivals area and see if we can get some good shots there. They're more under the airplanes there, but hopefully we'll be able to make it work and get some interesting photos. Here it comes. I don't know if this lens is going to be too long for this. I guess we'll just wait and see. Did we even get anything out of that? Kinda. Might be able to make that work. Maybe. We'll see. All right, we got a whole train of them coming in now. 3 of them in a row. First one's a -8. Next one up is Air Canada from Calgary, an A220. Then we have an Air Transat from Bordeaux, an A321. Then an American Eagle Mitsubishi CRJ coming in right after. Or a couple of steps this way, maybe. Beautiful. Trying a little bit of a different angle on this one. Sick. What a cool spot. All right, next one here is an Air Transat from Valencia, I think it was. Trying a different spot here, seeing what spot I like best from this area. The only problem here with this one is you can't really see the aircraft coming. They're just kind of all of a sudden here. There it is, right here. That's not a bad angle. Don't know which angle I'd prefer. I mean, honestly, I think probably this one. The only problem is that you can't see when it's coming. Well, I missed recording that one. Crap. Well, that was the Austrian 767 from Vienna. I thought there was another jet coming in front of it, so I wasn't recording. And I guess I should have been. Well, I missed that one for you guys. Sorry about that. Screw up on my end. All right, everybody. Next up, we have the Air Canada A330. It's flying in from Lisbon. Should be here in a couple minutes. Apparently, it's a special Star Alliance livery. So, should be interesting. Guess we'll see how it looks. There we go. You can hear it. There it is, right there. Alright guys, we're about to start getting real busy real quick here. We're starting off with a Delta, and then I think we have 3 or 4 Air Canadas coming in a row pretty much. A couple minutes between them, but it'll be pretty quick. There's the Delta. Beautiful. All right, we should be seeing the Olympic liveried Air Canada soon. Any minute now it should be appearing, hopefully. Hopefully I don't miss it. There it is right there. That feels like it came really close over this side. Closer than I was expecting, at least. There it is right there. Little black nose on it. Now I think we have a breather for a quick minute before the next one. Nothing immediately inbound. Next one is the Algerie in 6 minutes, A330. That one we'll have to come back out for. All right. So we have an Air Inuit that just squeezed in front of our Air Algerie plane that we're looking out for. So we're gonna see if we can get some shots. This Air Inuit on the way in, then the Air Algerie, and then there's another Air Inuit right afterwards as well. So we'll see if maybe we can get another angle on that second one. All right, here's the Air Inuit. There it is right there. Alright, now let's see if we can shuffle over here for the Air Inuit, second one. There we are. This is the American Airlines A320 from Dallas. All right, we should have the Edelweiss A330 arriving any moment now. Should be coming over top of the building any moment. It's got a pretty cool livery on it. I'm looking forward to it. There it is. Yeah, that's a pretty cool livery. All right, guys, back out here again. We took about half-hour break in the car because there wasn't anything super interesting going on. But now we got 3 planes quick in a row here. We've got an Air Transat from Fort Lauderdale, an Air Canada Rouge from Tampa, and then the Qatar Airways A350 from Doha, all in a row here, so they should come in pretty quick. There's the Air Transat. Building. Beautiful. See Canada. And here comes the Qatar A350 right here. That is a good looking plane. Nothing. Not sure we really got much there. Now let's get back over to the departure area and let's see if we can catch the Edelweiss aircraft take back off again, the one that we saw land earlier. It departs at 4:40, I think, so we've got time. We got a whole train of them coming out now. Got an Air Transat. We have the Air Algerie. Oh, that must be what's behind it then. Thought there was 3 in a row, there's only 2. The Air Algerie was like way delayed. So good thing we were able to catch it again. I wanted to catch it again, I just didn't think I'd have time. Alright, so we've got another one of the Star Alliance Air Canada liveries down at the runway, getting ready to depart. Along with that, we've got a few smaller jets, United and Air Canada, and then we have a larger Air France, and then Edelweiss, which will probably be our last plane of the day. And we're rolling. And just like that, it is off. It's starting to drizzle a little bit, so I think I am going to call it a night with that one. Back to the car. All right, everybody, and just like that, I think we're gonna call it a day there. I've been here since 10:30 this morning, and it is now, what time is it? It's now 5:32. So we've been here 7 hours today, taking photos of planes. This was my first time ever really doing this. I've gone out to shoot like 1 or 2 planes, just like that I knew were coming in at a certain time before. But I've never been to YUL, Montreal before, and I've never done it for a whole day. So it was a whole new exciting, whole new experience. And it was pretty exciting. Pretty cool planes. My favorites were definitely the Edelweiss and the Air Canada Olympic livery. Both of those were definitely my favorites. I wanted to catch the Olympic livery last weekend in Ottawa, but didn't have time or didn't really feel like it. So I was glad I was able to catch it here. And yeah, I feel like the photos came out decent. I haven't got to edit any of them yet. So, I mean, but from the camera, they look fine. You'll have already seen the edited finished products anyways, so let me know. Do they look good? Do they not look good? What do you think? And of course, if you'd like me to keep doing these. This was my first one. I wouldn't mind doing more of them, especially for like really special planes or anything. It was a good reason for me to go out and test the 100 to 400 mainly, which also did brilliantly. Felt like all the images were sharp in camera. It was a great amount of zoom. I found myself zooming out a lot, but it was nice to have that 200 to 400, whereas before I used to only have 70 to 200, and I feel like that would have really limited me today. So the 100 to 400 was a great lens for that. I was really happy with it. And yeah, that's going to be it for this one, I think. Sorry, I still have a little bit of a cold, so my nose is all doing things right now. But that's going to be it for me on this one. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, comment if you like. And with all that out of the way, I will see you in the next one. Peace.